Thanks for watching News 3 Live at 4. Charlotte reporting from her home studio, and we have two big stories remain: the coronavirus pandemic and yesterday's election.
Polls are closed, but we won't know the winners of the election yesterday until next week. Amy Reed joins us now to show us how turnout looks so far. Amy?
Many questions remain unanswered today because of that window between Election Day yesterday and the reporting day next week. In Madison, the city was able to keep dozens of polling locations open yesterday, so we did not see the long lines that other large cities had. In Milwaukee and Green Bay, some lines were hours long and lasted through rainstorms. The Madison clerk tweeted this morning that we had about 50% voter turnout in the city. That's down from 66% in April 2016, but there are still a few more days for absentee ballots that were sent yesterday to get to the clerk, so these early numbers are not official. If your ballot was not postmarked by yesterday or you did not get it into the clerk last night, your vote will not be counted.
There is no remedy in the law for someone whose ballot doesn't make it by the postmark deadline or by the statutory deadline of 8 p.m. on Election Day. So the law was changed a few years ago to eliminate any sort of late return.
As of last night, the Elections Commission had a recorded 1.3 million absentee ballots requested. 990,000 had been returned. And we do expect that number to change as municipalities catch up to submitting data on the state system, and also as those absentee ballots continue to come in throughout the rest of the week. Again, clerks won't be able to report who won the election until Monday.
All right, Amy Reed reporting live from downtown Madison. Thank you. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders bowed out of the race for the Democratic nomination, conceding he's lost tremendous ground to former Vice President Joe Biden since Super Tuesday. The progressive candidate saw strong support from young voters by championing ideas like Medicare for all and free college, but failed to expand his base. Biden pledged to follow through with some of the Sanders ideas, and he told the Vermont senator's supporters on Twitter yesterday, or today that is, quote, "I know that I need to earn your vote, and I know that might take time."
I congratulate Joe Biden, a very decent man, who I will work with to move our progressive ideas forward.
Sanders encouraged supporters to keep pushing for policy change and says he'll stay on the ballot and continue to collect delegates to have an impact on the Democratic Party platform. President Trump issued a tweet blaming Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren for Sanders' decision, adding in part, "The Bernie people should come to the Republican Party."
As of this afternoon, coronavirus has now claimed more than 100 lives in Wisconsin. Eric Franke has an update on the numbers.
That's right, Charlotte. That number climbed past 100, and public health experts are now bracing for the residual effects of holding Election Day yesterday. Some are worried that Election Day may wipe out some of the progress that Wisconsin had made to slow the spread. We are now at 104 deaths among roughly 2,800 cases statewide. 59 of those deaths are in heavily populated Milwaukee County, which added 5 deaths this afternoon. As far as Dane County is concerned, 305 total confirmed cases out of about 5,500 tests that have been administered. We have 11 Dane County residents now who have lost their lives to coronavirus. Other counties in the viewing area we're keeping an eye on: Rock County, 42 cases, 2 deaths. Sauk has lost 2 residents among 20 cases. Columbia County, 1 death among 24 cases. Again, the public health Madison-Dane County website reminding people as these numbers increase, they really want to hammer home the safer at home order. They want you home, and not doing so, they say, it's safe to assume at some point now you will cross paths with COVID-19 and increase your likelihood of getting sick and also get others sick as well. Mark, Charlotte.
Eric, thank you. Nearly 2,000 Americans died of the coronavirus Tuesday, the most in a single day by far. The death toll is now fast approaching 13,000. Hardest hit, New York City lost at least 780 people yesterday, about 1 person every 2 minutes. Michael George reports from the epicenter in New York.
5 weeks ago, only 9 people in the U.S. had died from the virus. Since then, there's been rapid acceleration. Yesterday, New York had its highest number of deaths in 1 day. The governor ordered flags lowered to half staff and warned the coming days will be just as bad.
The longer you are on a ventilator, the less likely you will come off the ventilator.
But social distancing seems to be working. Hospitalizations are down.
We are beginning to see some flattening of the number of new cases per day in specific metro areas.
Hospitals are still trying to find room for all the patients who need treatment. Many are coming here to New York City's Javits Convention Center. It's now an Army field hospital. And last night, the Pentagon announced it will be sending even more beds.
In Riverside, California, more than 80 patients were evacuated from a nursing facility after employees didn't show up to care for sick patients 2 days in a row. At least 34 residents and 5 employees have the virus. Los Angeles County officials now say it's appropriate to pull loved ones out of long-term care facilities if you're able to care for them. The mayor of Los Angeles has also ordered all essential workers to wear face coverings.
This applies to workers in grocery stores, drugstores, restaurants, hotels, taxis and rideshare vehicles, and construction sites.
And there's more evidence of a racial disparity. New York City's mayor says the deaths are disproportionately high in Black and Latino communities. And Louisiana recently reported 70% of its deaths were among its Black residents. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
And a new report from the National Multifamily Housing Council finds nearly a third of U.S. apartment renters did not pay April rent.
The CDC is expected to issue new guidelines for critical workers returning to the job as Congress and the White House work to add additional funding to a popular small business loans program. Top health officials say they are starting to see a flattening in the curve in COVID-19 cases in some metropolitan areas, but still urge caution. President Trump tweeted, "Once we open up our great country, and it will be sooner rather than later, our economy will boom." The CDC is expected to put out new guidelines easing restrictions for some essential employees to return to work. If they are asymptomatic, test their temperature twice a day and wear a face mask.
Looks at degree of exposure and really making it clear that exposure occurs within 6 feet for more than 15 minutes.
Around the country.
The vice president held separate conference calls with House Republicans and Democrats on the coronavirus response as the administration seeks congressional approval of an additional $250 billion for its small business loan program. President Trump participated in 2 conference calls today, one with state, local, and tribal leaders, and the other with faith leaders.
The Chinese city where the coronavirus began has ended its more than 2-month lockdown today as officials in Wuhan reported no new deaths from COVID-19. People in Wuhan are traveling freely as China has officially lifted a 10-week lockdown on the former epicenter of the virus. For medical volunteers who spent weeks on the front line, it was an emotional goodbye as outbound flights resumed. They helped treat the more than 50,000 infections. Chinese officials say at least 2,500 people in Wuhan died from the disease. Authorities still check temperatures and passengers wear protective gear, while a government phone app determines if someone may be carrying the virus. The exact source of coronavirus remains under investigation, though many of the first COVID-19 patients were linked to an outdoor food market in Wuhan.
The coronavirus is now taking the lives of frontline workers at grocery stores. At least 5 employees at supermarket chains have died from the virus, including 2 at the same Chicago area Walmart. Walmart says it is, quote, heartbroken by the deaths. Tuesday, grocery store workers in Boston demanded masks and gloves, fully paid sick leave, and hazard pay. Some stores, including here in Wisconsin, have installed floor markers and plexiglass, including Walmart. 48-year-old Thomas, who has worked for Walmart for 9 years, died 2 days ago calling an ambulance for himself after struggling to stand up.
Do you know if your brother was wearing a mask and gloves at work?
I don't think they were wearing, none of them were wearing bad masks and gloves.
Walmart now faces a wrongful death lawsuit. Representatives responded to the lawsuit, saying it is taking the issue seriously and will respond in court once it receives the complaint.
New York's Broadway shows will be shut down for at least another 2 months. The trade association representing producers and theater owners say the lights will be out until at least June 7th. Some industry leaders are targeting early July as the most realistic time to reopen.
3, 2, 1, level up.
In Philadelphia, some hope during times of uncertainty. These nurses at a mobile testing site took a much-needed break to break it down. They call themselves the Swab Squad, and they're dancing to Sierra's hit song Level Up. The nurses told CBS News this was a creative way to boost morale during the pandemic.
As we've said all week, with millions of Americans under orders to stay home, fewer cars on our roads is having a measurable impact on our air. In a city that is no stranger to smog, over the past few weeks, the skies of Los Angeles have seen a major shift. With California's Safer at Home order entering its fourth week, the air in Los Angeles is now among the cleanest in the world. According to UCLA researchers, since mid-March, the region's air quality has improved by 20%. It's not only Southern California where lockdowns are having a positive environmental effect. In New York, researchers saw carbon emissions from cars and trucks fall nearly 50% compared to this time last year. While the improvements are impressive, one professor says it's up to all of us to decide how long they will stick around.
Our normal life can't have this type of clean air. We have technology, we have policy that is ready to go.
She says it shouldn't take a pandemic to bring about this kind of positive change.
Time now for the weather. Dana is in the backyard. The umbrella is up.
Got the umbrella out. We have a little light April shower right now, and it is much cooler outside compared to yesterday. Right now we're about 24 degrees cooler in Madison, 25 degrees cooler in Janesville, and a 16-degree drop in Bosqueville, only because yesterday was so mild and nice outside. Looking out with our Edgewater Sky Cam at downtown Madison, it is cloudy and it is very rainy right now. We're at about 50 degrees currently, which is actually close to average for our afternoon highs. Overnight temperatures will be dropping into the low 30s. These showers are going to end right around 6, 7 o'clock, so just a few more hours of the rain, and then we will become mostly clear, breezy, and colder. Could even see a little mixed precipitation tomorrow, but we'll take a closer look at your full forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. There's more to come at 4. Our current pandemic is certainly one for the history books, and your story could become part of that retelling. We'll find out how when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4. Once weekly Ozempic is helping many people with type 2 diabetes like James lower their blood sugar. A majority of adults who took Ozempic reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it.
Here's your A1C.
Oh, my A1C is under 7.
And you may lose weight. Adults who took Ozempic lost on average up to 12 pounds.
I lost almost 12 pounds.
Oh.
For those also with known heart disease, Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events such as heart attack, stroke, or death.
It lowers the risk.
Oh.
And I only have to take it once a week.
Oh. Ozempic is not for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not share needles or pens. Don't reuse needles. Do not take Ozempic if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you are allergic to Ozempic. Stop taking Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, itching, rash, or trouble breathing. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Tell your doctor if you have diabetic retinopathy or vision changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Common side effects are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, and constipation. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Once weekly Ozempic is helping me reach my blood sugar goal.
You may pay as little as $25 per prescription. Ask your healthcare provider today about once weekly Ozempic.
If your windows are more than 10 years old, they could be drafty, difficult to operate, or costing you money on your energy bill.
The Champion family is here to help. At Champion, we design new windows specific to your home's needs. Then they are built in our very own factory, installed by a team of professionals, and guaranteed for a lifetime by our best-in-class warranty.
And right now, get 40% off your new windows. Call now for your free estimate or learn more at getchampionwindows.com today.
Toyota's family stretches to every corner of this country. So you can trust us to be here for you as we remain committed to supporting our community. Because the Toyota family is stronger together. This is our pledge. We are here for you now and in all the better days ahead. Get a 90-day deferred first payment on every new Toyota. Contact your dealer for more information. Toyota,
Each spring, thousands of wildfires are caused by burning debris. To ensure everyone's health and safety during the COVID-19 public health emergency, the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources is suspending all burning permits until further notice. Burning debris in DNR protection areas is prohibited. Help keep our emergency responders able to help those who need it most. Thank you for your patience. For updated information, visit dnr.wi.gov and search fire.
Welcome back. Starbucks is stepping up, committing $10 million to help out people in their company who are affected by the coronavirus.
It's all part of a new global partner emergency relief program. The company talked about it today, saying it'll help cover expenses for housing and utilities, or if someone loses their home. It'll even help with funeral expenses, just to name a few of the ways they want to chip in. The chief partner officer for Starbucks, Lucy Helm, says the company believes it's their responsibility to help their employees who are struggling right now. Well, with millions of Americans staying home these days, an old favorite has become so popular, it can be hard to get your hands on one.
Jigsaw puzzles are providing a welcome relief for families looking to pass the time together, and sales are skyrocketing. Puzzle Warehouse, the largest distributor of puzzles in the country, says its business is up 2,000% compared to the same week last year. Company owner Brian Way says there are so many orders for the Missouri-based business, deliveries are on a 2-week delay. They've also added 30 employees to keep up with the demand.
It's literally thousands of orders a day. And for a visual, we're shipping out more than a full tractor trailer every day of completed orders.
Puzzlers say it's a great way to step away from all the screen time and get into the game. Puzzle Warehouse says its most popular item is the 1,000-piece puzzle. Investors on Wall Street are encouraged by some coronavirus developments. The Dow Industrials jumped up 779 points, or almost 3.5%. The Nasdaq was up 203. The S&P 500 gained 90. Well, every month we've been highlighting hidden treasures within the Wisconsin Historical Society's collection.
While we practice social distancing, we are unable to go to the museum, but we are still highlighting their efforts. Wisconsin Historical Society Director Christian Overland joins us now with how the Society is looking for your help documenting the pandemic. Welcome to the show, Christian.
Good afternoon, Charlotte. Good afternoon, Mark.
Talk about this project.
So Lyman Draper, one of our founding directors in 1861, sent journals and pencils out to the Civil War soldiers as they were going off to the war. He asked them to bring them back and deposit them at the Wisconsin Historical Society. And many of them did that to build one of the greatest, most significant journal collections of the Civil War. We're asking people to do the same thing for COVID-19. What a great way to document what's going on with families, students, people journaling about it, and then putting their history in the Wisconsin Historical Society archives for future generations to learn from.
So this has been done before.
It has. Actually, the Wisconsin Historical Society is pretty much of a maverick organization when it comes to collecting history as it's happening. This is not the first time we've done it. We did it during the Civil Rights Movement, too, sending people in the South to collect the history.
Christian, I know you're looking for anybody's story, but is there a particular story where you're like, man, I hope we get somebody who does X, Y, or Z?
So I'll tell you, we've had over 907 people already sign up in 6 days. So what we're starting to hear from people is they were asking about, can they send videos in? Can they send text in? Some photographs? And certainly the type of stories that we'd like to hear, though, are from people that are families or individuals or people who are friends and stuff together that are doing some things that are different during this time, and how we want to create the future of history with all of you to inform people to build a better future.
So what kind of things have you gotten so far?
So we haven't gotten any journal entries yet, other than just 907 people saying they're going to deposit their journals in. So we're asking people to write a 30, a 60, 90-day increment as part of their journaling process. Again, could be photo essays. But the type of things that we're looking for, we're hearing about social distancing, or what are people doing to recreate? Are people playing puzzles and putting puzzles together? what's the difference that's going on now compared to before all this happened, and what they want people to hear about and learn about for the future.
You know, Christian, I noticed here on your website when if people are having writer's block, you posed some questions for them, and one of them that I found intriguing, which I think you'll get a lot of interesting answers for, is what is your favorite music, movie, or television program to stream during this pandemic? A lot of people are streaming right now.
Right. A lot of people are streaming. As a matter of fact, we've gotten some of our fans and members writing in saying they're doing things like we'd be looking at, actually March Madness, we've just finished basketball tournament, but people are doing like what's a Disney playlist, and how many people are watching Disney movies and putting together playlists and sharing them. And there's kind of a competition, if you will, even among neighbors in my neighborhood of how many people are watching Disney movies and logging them in. So people are doing that. What's their streaming? What's their favorite music? What are they doing that's different? And we want people to start with what they know best. What are they doing? And share that with people.
It is certainly history in the making, and it's going to make for some interesting reading down the road. Christian, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Christian.
Thank you.
And there's more to come at 4 with hospital resources being strained. It's robots to the rescue. That story coming up after Dana's first warn forecast.
Hi, I'm Travis Ganser. Have you heard the news? Ganser Company is your home for J.D. Power's top-ranked window and patio door manufacturer, Infinity from Marvin. You'll get 80 years of our experience to make an informed decision in 80 minutes.
Schedule your free in-home consultation and get your home ready for the Wisconsin winter.
Ganser has the answer. Remember, 80 years and 80 minutes from a local family business of 4 generations.
Coming together makes us stronger. And Ford is built to lend a hand, especially now, with 6-month payment relief. Buy a new Ford. We'll defer 3 payments and make 3 payments for peace of mind up to 6 months. Shop at Ford.com or contact your Ford dealer to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. You have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you.
Where can a healthier heart lead you? For people with heart failure taking Entresto, it may lead to a world of possibilities. Entresto is a heart failure medicine prescribed by most cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart, so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. And with a healthier heart, there's no telling where life may take you. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure, and trust your heart to Entresto.
Shop the largest selection of quality furniture and mattresses from the comfort of your home on steinhoffels.com. Right now, Steinhoffels will ship your purchase free to your curb, driveway, or garage. Start shopping right now with a name you can trust, steinhoffels.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection remains open to serve our customers and communities during these times of uncertainty. During Safer at Home, we've got you covered for all your plumbing service needs. Call us for help. We are here for you.
Wow, you ready?
Yeah, let me just grab my wallet.
Uh-oh, I've seen this before. Wallet way too big, skinny jeans too skinny.
I'll just carry it.
Before you break something, you should know you don't actually need a wallet. With BMO Harris, you can just take cash out with your phone. Or if you need to, you can pay them with Zelle. That works? Yeah. You're stuck, aren't you?
Smile.
Woo! Those jeans are way too tight.
That feeling you get when no wallet is no big deal. That's the BMO effect.
Take a look at this. Here's a story sure to lift your spirits. The pandemic forced Lucy Cavazos to get creative and bring in heavy equipment to celebrate the birthday of her dear friend Margaret Jones, who turned 91. Lucy and Margie have been friends for about 25 years, and it took a 25-foot construction lift to bring them together. Lucy and her daughter were hoisted to the window of Margie's room at an assisted living home in Redondo Beach, California. They had balloons and cake, all the while maintaining social distancing. Happy birthday, Margie, and way to rise to the occasion, Lucy.
That is creative, that's for sure.
That's so sweet.
People are doing all sorts of things to get through these times.
They really are.
And the rain doesn't help either.
It's a little dreary outside, unfortunately. When we had the sunshine this weekend, I think that put everyone in a bit of a better mood, and now we're just getting cooler. And today, of course, we're looking at the rain for this evening. Showers right now, and those showers are going to continue for the next few hours. It will be dry for your Friday, but that's going to come along with cooler temperatures. Your forecast right after the break.
Now, a WISC-TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinen.
First of all, our respect for those of you who went to the polls Tuesday. Choosing to risk your health to exercise your rights and freedom had to have been a terribly hard decision. We should never have been put in this position. Let's remember that in November. But for now, no judgment. We respect your decision. As we are learning daily, living through a pandemic requires dealing with the unexpected. As individuals, whether or not to vote, as a community accepting the withdrawal of the recently hired Madison school superintendent just 2 months before he was to start his new job. Again, no judgments. These are tough times for everybody. As we will call out those who are making our problems worse, so too will we recognize the resilience and heart of our fellow citizens in this community and in this country. We have more shared concerns than we realize, and we will get through this together.
To our Pick and Save associates, for the long hours and late nights, for the miles traveled and the shelves restocked, for making a difference in our customers' lives, for doing so much more than your job. Everyone at the Kroger family of brands and our customers say thank you. In a time when daily life feels a bit uncertain, your hard work is keeping America fed. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand, especially now with 6-month payment relief. Buy a new Ford. We'll defer 3 payments and make 3 payments for peace of mind up to 6 months. Shop at Ford.com or contact your Ford dealer to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. You have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you.
It's dinner time in America, and the breadwinner arrives home from a long day at work. Now the family can sit down at the table, where everyone knows to be mindful of their manners.
Dinner time has changed. Our quality hasn't. Reynolds Wrap, foil made in the USA since 1947.
Your business is your pride and joy. You raised it with hard work, from nothing but a dream. And since you care so much, naturally you want to protect it from harm. That's where we come in. Because a great insurance policy is not a necessary evil. It's the best way to keep your business happy, healthy, and profitable. And that is the silver lining. Pamper your business with a policy from West Bend.
Hercules. I have been expecting you.
Aha! And I brought you a gift so you can fight properly. Red Bull.
Oh!
How nice.
Of you.
But also
rather
stupid.
Mine.
Mine.
No, mine.
No, mine.
Mine.
Mine. Red Bull gives you wings.
Hi, folks. Thursday morning. It wouldn't be spring in Wisconsin without some pretty big swings in the weather. Hattie's going to have the latest in her forecast.
And we'll keep you up to date on all the coronavirus news overnight. We'll see you starting at 4:30.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
A little cloudy, a little cooler, and a little rainy for us right now. We're going to keep the stronger thunderstorms to the south today. Severe thunderstorm watch for central Illinois and central Indiana. We have storm chances right along the Wisconsin-Illinois border, but in Dane County right now and parts of Rock County, just seeing rain. We don't see any lightning for us. All the lightning is staying further south. That's good news. Yesterday we had some stronger thunderstorms slide through, and we're just going to focus on some rain and the cooler temperatures developing over this afternoon. So if you are stepping outside to walk the dog real quick or just need a quick breath of fresh air, you might need the umbrella or just a quick rain jacket, as it is coming down a little harder for that northeast corner of Dane County and then parts of Lafayette and Iowa counties right now. We're also seeing some harder rain in spots, but it's passing through pretty quickly. This is all right along an area of low pressure. You can see that line where the wind's converging right now in central Illinois. That's where we're seeing the stronger thunderstorms along that front. Our rain chances swooping in from the northwest, and they'll pass through in the next few hours. And then we just get cooler air as we head into the next several days. So showers expected this evening. It's also going to be a little cooler. It's already a little cooler outside. We've dropped about 20 degrees. Much colder for Thursday and very windy. And then through the weekend and into next week, it's going to be very chilly. Temperatures will fall below average and then stay below average. We're just not going to see the 70s again anytime soon. The rain chances, again, passing through over the next few hours. By 7, 8 o'clock, the rain is gone. So that means overnight will steadily become mostly clear, and that clearing sky really allows our temperatures to drop overnight. Tomorrow morning, we have a breeze coming in from the northwest. And the afternoon, take a look at this. We might see a little mixed precipitation. Some areas could see some light snow, some light rain mixed on in throughout the afternoon. Otherwise, a variably cloudy sky. We won't have any accumulation. You just might see a few snowflakes tomorrow. And then heading into Friday, we finally get mostly sunny skies, though it is still going to be chilly outside, even with the sunshine coming through. But after this stretch of the cloud coverage and on and off showers, it will be nice just to have a sunny sky for a change. Our 6 to 10 day outlook starting to become increasingly likely that we'll be a little below average with our precipitation, and that's some good news. Want to dry things up just a little bit right now after all this rain that's come through. Temperature wise, we are very much so trending below average. It's increasingly likely that our temperatures will stay below average for most of the plains in the Midwest, stretching all the way down into the southeast and parts of the southwest even. So we're all going to see a little bit of a cold spell thanks to that breeze again coming in from the northwest. So tonight, as we become mostly clear, our temperatures will fall to the low 30s. Afternoon highs tomorrow will be in the low 40s. Again, right now we're at about 50 degrees. So afternoon highs tomorrow will struggle to get to about 43. We aren't going to be this mild again for just a little bit of time. Windy, much colder with the possibility for some mixed precipitation in the afternoon. We stay below average for Thursday. Friday, we're sunny, but only in the upper 40s. Saturday, we will get back to the low 50s. It's a very short amount of time for that, though. Rain chances in the afternoon. Rain chances expected for Sunday, for Easter Sunday. Unfortunately, it is going to be a little dreary outside. And then heading into next week, we might get some mixed precipitation again for Monday. It seems likely the chance for some rain, snow, mix mainly in the morning. And for the middle of next week, we'll have partly sunny skies, a drier trend with only slight chances for showers or flurries. But temperatures will struggle to reach the mid to low 40s for afternoon highs, and overnight lows are going to stay in the 20s. So we will be in quite a chilly stretch for our mornings with those overnight lows as we head into next week.
It'll make safer at home a lot easier.
It will. Stay home, stay bundled up, stay inside.
Just stay inside. All right, Dana, thank you.
A historic New York City church turned into a hospital, and a baseball stadium transformed to help the hungry in our nation's capital.
The Billie Jean King Tennis Center in Queens, New York, the venue for the annual U.S. Open tennis tournament, is being converted into a temporary hospital with the ability to care for 350 patients at a time. Already up and running is New York City's Javits Center, the giant convention center normally reserved for the auto and boat shows and other big events. Nearby St. John the Divine, the largest Gothic cathedral in the world, is in the process of being transformed into an emergency field hospital. The Washington Nationals announced their D.C. ballpark will be used as a food distribution site. 1,000 daily meals will help low-income families in these surrounding communities.
Now, nearly 9,000 cases in Maryland, D.C., and Virginia.
And in a grim sign of the times, just as Spain has done with the Olympic-sized ice skating rink, there are reports some states are looking into renting rinks to use as temporary morgues during this crisis. Earlier this week, New York City's mayor said he was exploring a contingency plan to temporarily bury victims on a piece of public land in the city if city morgues eventually become overrun. With the coronavirus so contagious, a robot is now helping medical staff with critical decontamination of helicopters that transport sick patients.
Elise Preston shows us how a hospital system in Houston, Texas is relying on technology to help save lives at one of the country's largest medical complexes.
This high-tech robot is joining the fight against the coronavirus. Its job, to disinfect this medical chopper in the Houston area, now designated for transporting only COVID-19 patients.
The robot assesses the environment and determines how much time it's going to take for the robot to eradicate any type of bacteria or antibodies in the aircraft.
Tom Flanagan oversees the helicopter fleet for Memorial Hermann Health System. He says before this week, the hospital system relied solely on disinfectants and personal protection equipment for the safety of the crew and patients. But now, with the help of Wi-Fi, the medical flight staff can stand outside the sealed helicopter as the UV light fights the lingering virus you can't see.
By destroying the RNA and the DNA, the genetic makeup of that virus in the aircraft.
Full cleaning can take from 10 to 20 minutes. The crew on the designated life flight chopper provides urgent care as critically ill patients are moved from smaller community hospitals to a level 1 trauma facility located in Houston's Texas Medical Center.
It's all about time. When you're using air medical transport, it all comes down to transport time and to ensure that we have the appropriate teams for the type of teams that the patient would need.
Looking ahead, Flanagan is hopeful this now robot-equipped helicopter will help save time and lives. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
The fleet of medical choppers at Memorial Hermann typically fly nearly 3,300 times a year on trauma-related calls.
The hospital says it's too early to anticipate how many flights will take place for COVID-19 patients. There's more to come at 4. When we come back, we honor the life of late singer-songwriter John Prine. And tonight at 5, why one family says their right to vote was stolen in yesterday's election. We'll be right back.
Infinity Windows and Patio Doors from Marvin are ranked #1 in customer satisfaction with J.D. Power.
The only place you can get these windows and patio doors is at the Ganser Company. Schedule your free in-home consultation today.
Ganser is the answer.
This is online learning. Today, it's more relevant than ever. This is you, a person looking for a lasting career. And this is Herzing University's Everywhere Classroom, where you can earn a degree in nursing, healthcare, business, and IT, anywhere, anytime. Take an online course free and get comfortable with online learning. That makes a degree from Herzing University more relevant than ever. I'm possible at Herzing. Learn more today.
Imagine facing Wisconsin's bitter cold winter without a warm home, or the blistering heat of summer without power, then having to make the tough choice between eating or meeting other basic survival needs. Unfortunately, over 200,000 of our neighbors in need will face this difficult decision with no place else to turn, including those who are now unemployed due to the COVID-19 crisis. For a hand up and help with your utility bills now during these difficult times, contact the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund today.
To our Pick and Save associates, for the long hours and late nights, for the miles traveled and the shelves restocked, for making a difference in our customers' lives, for doing so much more than your job. Everyone at the Kroger family of brands and our customers say thank you. In a time when daily life feels a bit uncertain, your hard work is keeping America fed. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Spring is coming, and thunder is in the forecast. It's time to hit the woods, to call him in, and turn full strut into a filled tag.
So before you hit the woods, gear up for the opener. Find your camo, your calls, and all your essentials at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's.
Infinity Windows and Patio Doors from Marvin are ranked #1 in customer satisfaction with J.D. Power.
The only place you can get these windows and patio doors is at the Ganser Company. Schedule your free in-home consultation today.
Ganser is the answer.
Tonight at 5, an area man who has been voting for 75 years was unable to vote in this year's election, even though he requested an absentee ballot. We'll hear from him tonight at 5.
Showers will end early tonight, but brisk winds and colder temperatures will be here for a while. In fact, we could see some rain and snow showers tomorrow. My first warn forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6, a local Subway owner is doing something good for healthcare workers who are on the front lines. We'll share how you can help tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Charlotte Fiji, the Colorado Springs girl who started a movement leading to marijuana law changes in the U.S., has died. She passed away yesterday of the coronavirus. Charlotte had Dravet syndrome, which is a debilitating form of epilepsy that appears in young children. Her story helped push for medical cannabis legalization in the U.S. She is the name behind the organization Charlotte's Web. Charlotte was 13 years old.
Well, Rolling Stone once called John Prine the Mark Twain of American songwriting.
Prine died yesterday in Nashville from complications of the coronavirus. He was 73 years old. Anthony Mason shares his story.
Broken hearts and dirty windows.
John Prine was a gifted storyteller whose songs were hailed by peers like Bob Dylan as Midwestern mind trips to the nth degree.
I get my mail in Tennessee. My wife, my dog, and my kids and me.
Prine's tunes have been sung by Bette Midler.
Hey, hello in there. Hello.
Johnny Cash.
Sam Stone's Welcome Home.
And Bonnie Raitt. Last year, Raitt sang that country classic with him at the Americana Annual Honors.
To believe in this living is just a hard way to go.
Prine grew up outside of Chicago. After a stint in the Army, he became a mailman, writing songs as he delivered letters. He was just 23 when a glowing review from film critic Roger Ebert launched his career in 1970.
From that day on, I didn't have an empty seat.
Prine survived cancer twice, and when I interviewed the singer-songwriter in 2018 for CBS Sunday Morning, he just released his first album of new songs in 13 years.
Are you enjoying this resurgence?
It took some of them 45 years to get the joke. And some people are getting it now, and I'm still around to reap the benefits. Sometimes my old heart is like a washing machine.
He celebrated the release with a sold-out show at Radio City Music Hall.
Then as God is my witness, I'm getting back into show business.
We may have lost John Prine to coronavirus, but this is the way I prefer to remember him leaving us. Dancing a jig to one of his own songs, Lake Marie, in 2018. Anthony Mason, CBS News, New York.
Prine received a Lifetime Grammy Achievement Award earlier this year.
What a talent. He died so young. All right, still to come at 4. Easter is this weekend, and usually for bakeries, it's one of the busiest days of the year, but this year is not a normal year. We'll check in with the Madison Bakery Institution that is Hassan's European Bakery, to see how this Easter stacks up. We'll be right back.
Previous to COVID, we sold about
with one of our favorite Portage families here at the Portage Furniture Store, the Ayers family, that has grown a little bit since, he says high five. That's right. since the last time we were here?
We sure have. Say Austin and I, proud third-generation owners, and now we're working on our fourth generation. We've seen generations of customers come through, and I think we take a lot of joy in seeing, hey, my parents bought from your dad, or bought from your uncles, or bought from your grandpa, and now Austin and I get to enjoy that ourselves.
How much fun is it on the days you come back into town and the three of you are together?
It's very special. Like I said, the longevity from my dad and uncle started in 1940 to now. Very special.
We're very, very proud to showcase predominantly American-made brands and companies that we've worked with for a very long time. We have a number of great lines, including Serta mattresses, Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, Lazy Boy, and England.
And not everyone has the Ayers last name, but everybody here, I know you guys consider family.
Yeah, we really have some wonderful people here, including, two salespeople, Rosie and Punky, who have been here with us from the very beginning, and we're really thankful for them.
Yeah, they really make you guys, they're the ones who make you all look good.
Yeah, they are.
No doubt.
And we need all the help we can get.
Yeah, well, he said it. Right? What are some of the biggest things that sets you guys apart?
The free delivery. Yeah.
They still got it. I was wondering.
We do.
Glad to hear it.
And on top of a first-class free delivery service, we're very proud of our huge selection of top name brand furniture at guaranteed low prices.
Well, with the free delivery, we've got a lot of stops, but I'm glad you're helping me. From the Portage Furniture Store, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison. He's excited.
More than 70 years ago, we at Festival Foods began serving this proud state, building strong relationships founded on trust, compassion, and our unwavering commitment to ensuring that you and your family feel at home every time you visit Festival Foods. It's times like these that remind us that family and home are what truly matter most. So we're using this moment just to let you know that Festival Foods is here for you, because family always looks after family. Be safe, Wisconsin.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand, especially now, with 6-month payment relief. Buy a new Ford. We'll defer 3 payments and make 3 payments for peace of mind up to 6 months. Shop at Ford.com or contact your Ford dealer to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. You have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you.
Well, American consumers have been stocking their pantries and freezers amid the coronavirus crisis, and it seems one beverage is getting a much-needed boost in sales: orange juice. According to marketing and research firm Nielsen, U.S. retail sales of OJ jumped about 38% in March. That's compared to the same period last year. The Florida Department of Citrus reported a spike in demand for 100% orange juice in particular. Orange juice is a go-to for many people who are afraid of getting sick. That could be because people see OJ as a way to load up on vitamin C and boost their immunity.
Easter is this Sunday, and a bakery in eastern France is selling masked Easter chocolate bunnies. The milk chocolate bunnies donning a surgical mask made of almond paste or marzipan sells for about $15. Besides celebrating Easter, the bakery also wants to pay tribute to medical workers, policemen, firemen, and farmers. There are no bunnies with masks here, but during these times of social distancing, you may be looking for comfort food, including really good baked goods.
Earlier today, I talked with Michelle Clausen of Clausen's European Bakery about how their bakery is managing social distancing and how they're still providing treats for Easter celebrations. Michelle, thanks for being with us today. How's business?
Business is interesting. It's changed quite a bit since the coronavirus took effect. It changes every single day. We have about half of our staff left. We've reduced some of our products. We've reduced our hours. But given the fact that we closed down for 4 days, compared to that, business is good.
How do you keep the social distancing? I assume in a bakery you're working pretty close with each other.
Well, like I said, we have reduced staff. So we have about 5,000 square feet of production space. And our pastry chefs, like, one will work one day, one will work the other day. Everyone wears gloves. Everyone wears masks now. In the store, we have installed some plexiglass barriers. So the social distancing internally is not a problem.
Any problem with supplies, getting the materials to make baked goods?
No, that has not been a problem.
I heard somewhere there's some yeast shortages, but that's not the case with you.
No, and we also grow our own wild yeast too. We have equipment for that. So,
what products are most popular these days?
These days, the breads. I'd say the breads, and then also the quiche, because it's Easter time. We have a lot of quiche products, and then a lot of chocolate products that we make in-house. So actually, we make everything in-house. But the chocolate bunnies, eggs, lambs.
You have that in front of you there, don't you?
I do, yeah. I have a little array of pound cake, lamb, and then these are our quiche, which we sell about, previous to COVID, we sold about 1,000 a week Easter time, and we're happy we're getting orders in right now. So we plan on selling those, and then the chocolate bunnies. We have a whole bunch of different ones of those, so they're kind of cute.
This is a big holiday for bakers, isn't it?
It is normally, yes.
Have you seen business slow down at all with the Easter items?
Oh, yes. I believe our business has been about cut in half. I'm very thankful we still have the grocery stores to deliver to. They're doing quite well. The restaurants have been affected, so some of our restaurant customers are still ordering products. We have just started our online e-commerce, so we've been getting a lot of orders for that. Curbside pickup, store pickup. But it's not the way it used to be. So we're dealing with just different numbers, different situations right now.
Yeah, it's an interesting time, I think, for everyone. But
yes.
at least you got the Easter products. We can all relax for a little bit, enjoy the holiday. Michelle, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
I want that lamb.
I know. I'll take a few quiches.
Yeah.
And a bunny. Why not?
Why not? Why not? You got to live it up. All right, we'll be right back with the final check of your forecast.
Play back.
Take a break from cooking at home and order takeout from your local Monk's Bar and Grill. Monk's is offering curbside pickup takeout service for your safety and convenience during these difficult times. Visit monksbarandgrill.com for takeout menus and online ordering.
For over 80 years, Nissan has been with you through thick and thin. And now is no different. We're offering payment options for current owners. Our service departments are here to help. And now, we're offering more help. No payments for 3 months. Plus, we'll cover your payments for up to 2 additional months. This is help when you need it.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there's now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
Southern Wisconsin is our community.
Our home.
Our home.
Our home. And in this time of uncertainty,
We need to stand together.
while staying apart.
While staying apart.
News 3 Now is your coronavirus headquarters.
Separating fact from fiction.
And giving you up-to-the-minute details online.
And information to keep our communities, our businesses, and our families healthy.
We're in this together.
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 We're all in this together, and we will get through this together.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation.
But blood is desperately needed now to save lives of people who are sick with a range of serious illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
Scattered showers expected for the next about 2 hours or so. Here's a look across the state. No lightning from what we are seeing right now in Rock and Greene counties. However, it does look like there are some heavier showers just outside of Monroe and stretching towards Janesville. A little heavy rain just south of Madison also passing on through. So this rain's going to continue on through, and then after that it is going to be a little cooler outside tonight. Skies will become mostly clear by tomorrow morning with temperatures dropping to the low 30s for our overnight lows. It'll be breezy and cold for the start of the day, and then in the afternoon we might even see a little mixed precipitation for Thursday before sunshine builds in for Friday.
All right, Dana, thank you. Tomorrow on Live at 4, our vegan chef has some healthy meals for you to try, and we'll tell you about Downtown Madison Live Spring Watch Party. Find out how you can help locally owned businesses online. We'll be right back.